Welcome to the Flora Sage Podcast, a place where we help you create a life you're excited about. Welcome back to the podcast. This is another walk and talk episode, and today we're going to look at reviewing the first half of the year and making a game plan for the second half. You know, there's that saying, how you spend your day is how you spend your life. Over the last 6 months, I know personally I've gone through a lot of transformations. For those of you following me for a long time, or even this past 6 months, you know that I went through a 14-day sadhana and did a 5-day vow of silence, which I'm so proud of myself. That was massive. And that catapulted me into a whole different galaxy when it came to my spiritual practice, when it came to how I conduct myself every day, what I do, how I eat. Like literally it changed the way that I exist. And it actually kind of shook me up for a couple months. It took me a little bit to kind of get back into the swing of things because I didn't want to just jump back into what I had previously done because what I previously was doing wasn't working. That's why I completely unplugged from everything, everyone, all the things. And I purposely used that space to pivot. And this is one of the things that we talk about every single week here on the Flora Sage show, is creating that 1-degree shift, giving yourself permission to take that little tiny pivot. And with that pivot, use it to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. So I want you to think about January through June. What did you do? What did you accomplish? What did you say you wanted to accomplish? This is a perfect opportunity to grab out your journal and just brainstorm. Do a brain dump. I talk about this in my book. Do a brain dump. What did I say I was going to do, and what did I do? What did I accomplish? So every month, I do a kind of a planning party, if you will, with my private clients. Not all of them want to do this, but the ones that choose to do it see massive results because we're reviewing what worked, what didn't work, what they want to do less of, what they want to do more of, those biggest lessons learned, etc., you know. And the people that don't review their lives, typically what happens is they don't make as much progress because they're in that state of just, I'm living every day, I'm living every day, I'm living every day. They're trying to climb the mountain, they're trying to climb the mountain, they're trying to climb the mountain, and they feel like they're not getting anywhere. But the fact is that when you turn around and look, you're going to see how far you've come. And often when we don't reflect on where we've come, we give up, we stop, we slow our roll. We stop making those little 1-degree shifts and we just start maintaining the status quo. So I want you to think about, what was my goal for January? What was my goal for this year? If you're a business owner, was it to write a book? Was it to hire a new coach? Was it to start your business? Was it to scale your, what is it? If you're not a business person and maybe you're retired, maybe you're an empty nester, maybe you are raising a family, what is one of your personal goals that you set out to do? Was it to lose 10 pounds? Was it to eat better? Was it to get more sleep? Was it to have more sex? What was it? And what steps have you taken to make sure that that happens? And again, every single week here, I talk about giving yourself permission to take that one step. Taking one step a day is easy. What I do is I help you clear the clutter that gets in the way of your ability and willingness to take that step. We all have excuses, trust me. We all have all of the things and all of the reasons why we don't have time or the energy or the resources, yada, yada, you name it, I've heard it. And those reasons keep us where we're at. Those reasons keep us stuck. That's why it's so important to work on your mindset. That's why it's so important to have somebody that can hold you accountable. So there's this fabulous quote that I heard from Glennon Doyle, and she says, "We can do hard things. We can do hard things." Sometimes doing that little one baby step, that little 1-degree shift feels hard, but you can do it. And you know what? Trees get stronger the more stress that they're under. Trees that have that wind blowing constantly or frequently have a stronger root system and a stronger actual trunk system than those trees that are sheltered from wind. Because those trees that are sheltered from the wind, they don't get stressed. They don't get that pressure of the ebb and flow while they're growing. The strongest trees are the ones that have been under the most stress. I want you to think about, where are you playing safe in your life? Where are you staying small? Where are you hiding behind excuses? Time is going to pass anyway. You've heard this. Time is going to pass anyway. You might as well take one step every day and see where it leads you. See where it leads you. So, regardless of what you have or have not accomplished, let this be your wake-up call. Okay? Time's going to pass by anyway. So why not just see if this works for you? I want you right now to think of one thing that you want to accomplish by the end of the year. It could be writing a book. It could be starting a business. It could be losing 10 pounds. It could be starting intermittent fasting. It could be finding a life partner. Whatever that is. Whatever you choose is perfect. So pick something. I'll give you just a few seconds to think about what it is that you want. And typically this is something that you wanted for a while. You just haven't committed to it. And that's okay. We're going to clear those excuses that's going to keep you from taking action. So figure out that one thing that you want, okay? Now, you don't have to know the how, okay? The how is created and given to you by the universe. We've talked about this in many, many, many other podcast episodes, okay? So what's the one thing? Now, how is your mindset towards that one thing? What is your general opinion about it? This is important. This is very important. Why? Because the mindset that you hold around whatever goal dictates how you show up every day. So, let's just say that you want to start intermittent fasting. And you've tried it before and it was hard. You were like, "Oh shit, this is so hard." Ooh. And maybe you did the 12 to 8 regime where you eat from noon until 8 p.m. And that was really hard because you love your coffee with brown sugar and you love pancakes and you love a big, huge, hearty breakfast. But everybody that has told you about intermittent fasting always says, "Oh yeah, you eat between 12 and 8. Well, if that didn't work for you, but you still want to try intermittent fasting because you know of the lasting health benefits, try a different schedule. Maybe try 7 to 3 or 6 to 2 or 6:30 to 2:30. You know, this is when you eat breakfast, you eat your snack, you have lunch, you have another snack, and then you're done. And then you spend the rest of the day full on what you've just eaten. You can go to bed with an empty stomach. You sleep better. It's literally scientifically proven that we sleep better on an empty stomach. And then you wake up and you get to do it all over again. So there's no depriving yourself. How would that feel? Like, everybody that I know that does intermittent fasting eats 12 to 8. I can't do that. I love my breakfast. So even the first go around, I was like, oh, excuse the vernacular, fuck that. I love my breakfast too much. I am not. Dinner, I could care less about. Breakfast, no, I will eat my breakfast, come hell or high water. So that's my schedule. 6 to 2, 6:30 to 2:30, or 7 to 3. That is when I eat. Because I love breakfast. I typically will make dinner in the evening for my partner, and then that dinner will be my lunch the next day. And then I'll have my snacks, yogurt, fruit, nuts, whatever. And I make sure that I get all of my calories, and I feel so good. For me, intermittent fasting is not about weight loss. It's about the health benefits of it. It's about regulating hormones, regulating blood sugar, all that jazz, cholesterol, all that stuff. And I feel on top of the world when I do it. I feel better. I feel more clear-minded and all that jazz. So think about that one thing, and that's just one example. So you want to try intermittent fasting. You tried it before, but it was really hard. So your mindset is, I want to do it, but it's really hard because I like my breakfast. Okay, change your eating window. Let's just say that you're trying to lose weight and what you did in the past worked, but you've tried now and now it's not working. Okay, how old are you? Hormones come into play when you lose weight. And also think about a lifestyle shift instead of going on a quote-unquote diet. Let's just say that you want to amplify your investments and your wealth factor. You could read one book a week or one book a month about wealth or finances or investing. Maybe you've tried it in the past, but you didn't have a wealth coach or a financial coach. Or you didn't listen to things that nurtured you and gave you more education and gave you a broader knowledge base about it. So think about what's the one thing that you want and what's my mindset around that? Do I believe it's going to be hard, or do I believe it's going to be easy? Because again, your mindset is huge. And often, I tell people this all the time, your 1 degree shift might just be a mindset shift. That's it. And with that mindset shift, everything else falls into place. So that mindset shift with the intermittent fasting is, oh my God, doing it from 12 to 8 is really hard. But hey, wait a minute. I'm going to try doing the 6 to 2 or the 7 to 3. That might be easy. So you try that one little shift, all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, this piece of freaking cake. Woo! Yes, I love this. And then it's just gravy from there. It's, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So allow yourself to look at and name what is that one thing that you want to focus on achieving and accomplishing for the rest of the year. And then ask yourself, what's my mindset? And then figure out a way. If it's not an easy, like this is going to be easy, figure out a way that you can shift your mindset about it. And this is where private coaching can help people. If you hire a coach or even get one of those discovery calls or whatever done, I have 1 degree assessments that help you pinpoint what your 1 degree shift is and should be. And we're not shooting on ourselves here. And then because coaches specialize in their field. If you want financial coaching, go to a financial coach. If you want health coaching, go to a health coach. Okay? And find that coach that has done what you want to do. Book a session. If you're not quite sure how to get unstuck or how to get rid of that excuse or that obstacle or that piece of clutter that's getting in the way from your ability to take that 1 degree shift, hire a coach. Trust me, it is worth a session. It is worth it because coaches are experts in what they do. If you've tried all the free stuff and that's not working, hire a coach, even if it's just for 1 session. If you haven't tried all the free stuff, try all the free stuff. Try all the free stuff, okay? But managing your mind and managing how you think about your goal is literally like the number one thing that needs to be addressed. Because you could know about something all day long, but until you action it, with that mindset of, yes, this is going to be easy. Yes, I can do this. Or yes, this might be challenging, but I know I can do this. That is going to be your biggest obstacle. So you've got your one thing. Boom. This is the one goal that you have. You've given yourself permission to look at, do I think this is going to be easy? Do I think this is going to be hard? Or kind of somewhere in between. And then third, am I committed to taking action? You have to ask yourself and answer, am I committed to taking action for the next 6 months? Am I committed? And it's either a yes or no. Okay? Yes or no. If it is a yes, okay, perfect. Perfect. Then what is your next step? And again, you don't have to know all the steps. You don't have to know the entire how. But you do have to be committed to taking one step. You got your goal. You've gotten clear on your mindset. This is going to be hard. This is going to be easy. This is going to be kind of somewhere in between. Getting clear on where you're at. Number 3, are you committed to doing this? Are you committed? 4, okay, what's your 1 degree shift? What is your 1 degree shift? This is your one action that you can take. And again, like I said, that one action might be doing something you've never done before. In order to get something new, you have to do something new. If what you were doing worked, you probably wouldn't be listening to this podcast. If what you know to do, you were doing, and it worked, you would already have what you say you want. You're here today, because of the actions that you did or didn't do January through June. You are here today because of the actions you did or didn't do January through June. This is July. We have the opportunity, you have the opportunity to make the next 6 months more impactful, richer, and more full of the things that matter to you. If you choose to get and stay committed. I kind of want to workshop this a little bit more, but I'm not going to, because some of you aren't ready. Some of you aren't going to commit. Some of you are just going to listen to this and be like, yeah, okay, sure. But others, some of you are just, ooh, you're ready. You are freaking ready. You're pumped up. You're feeling like, you know what? I am disappointed in myself because I didn't do the things that I said I was going to do. I said I wanted to do X, Y, Z, and I didn't. I did them for a couple weeks, and then I fizzled out. I did them for maybe a month or 2, and then I fizzled out. I let life get in the way. I let excuses get in the way. I let all this bullshit clutter get in the way. And I'm not just talking about environmental clutter. You guys know this. Mental, spiritual, emotional clutter, financial clutter, body clutter, digital clutter, daily clutter. You let all that stuff get in the way. But you're like, fuck it, I am committed. I am ready to make some fucking magic happen in my life. I am ready for this. I'm ready for this. In order to get something new, you have to do something new. And that something new could be a more long-term commitment. And you giving yourself the ability to look at what worked in the past and what didn't work, and to double down on what worked. And I'm not talking doing 2 steps a day. No, we're just committing to 1 step a day. But you're doubling down because you are not going to give up. You are going to commit. So for those of you who are absolutely ready to make this next 6 months the best that it's ever been, or at least better than January through June, commit. Make a commitment to yourself. Make a verbal commitment that you're not going to fucking give up this time. Okay? Time's going to pass by anyway. You might as well just do it. You might as well just do it, okay? And also commit to your mindset. Commit to reflecting and reviewing your mindset every day. Mindset work is mindset work. Like, you need to do it every day. Otherwise, shit goes sideways quick. Because of the society that we live in And because of all the stuff that's on social media, it's so hyper sensationalized and it's so geared towards the negative that it's very easy to get side-railed or sidelined, derailed. Well, you know what I mean. So commit to managing your mind. And also commit to getting an accountability buddy. Okay? Commit to getting an accountability buddy. Somebody that can help you stay on track on those days where shit's going sideways. This could be your neighbor. This could be a friend. This could be a partner that is as equally committed as you are. This could be a coach. Okay? But give yourself permission to do that. Now, if you want to workshop this with me, if you want to look at, okay, Flora, this is what I did January through June. Maybe you didn't do dilly squat. Okay, fine, whatever. We're here right now. We're showing up right now for the rest of the year. And you're like, okay, so this is my goal for the rest of the year. This is my one goal. Or maybe you have 2 or 3 goals. And I'm truly committed. This is my mindset towards the goal. And I can help you with that if you're not quite sure. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the obstacles that are truly getting in your way. Okay? We're going to look at what happens. Okay, basically best case, worst case scenario. We're going to workshop this because doing this and creating a plan for best case, worst case scenario sets you up so that you literally cannot fail. You literally cannot fail. So if you want my help with this, I'm offering complimentary 1-degree shift life assessments. This is a fabulous opportunity for you to talk with me. I will be able to speak with you and look at what your goal is, where you're at in your life, what you want. I'm going to be able to pinpoint that 1-degree shift that's going to give you the quickest, easiest momentum in your life. And we're going to workshop that stuff. Okay, so like when I say workshop, that means pick apart all the bullshit and all the excuses and all the clutter that are keeping you from seeing results and getting results. Okay? And then if the opportunity is right for both of us, then I will offer a coaching spot to you. If it's not right, then I'll just offer you free coaching and then send you on your way. Private coaching with me is not for everybody. It is not. I hold my clients to very high standards, and not everybody meets those standards. Not everybody wants or needs long-term coaching or even coaching for a full month. Some people, boom, just one session's all you need. So grab your complimentary session. The link is in the show notes. Like, these are not sales calls. So some people are like, well, these are going to be sales calls. This is my way of giving back to the community, okay? If it's right, I will offer you a spot. If it's not right, you're not going to hear a sales pitch from me. But if it is right, you're the one that's going to be asking me, can I coach with you? There's no sales pitch involved. Trust me, okay? I am here to move mountains. I am here to help you see how easy it is to move the mountain in your life. I am here to help you create that change, to create that shift, to accomplish that goal that you keep striving to accomplish, but haven't been able to do it on your own. That's why I'm here. This is my life's work. Anybody who's followed me for any length of time knows that this has been my mission since day one. Since day one. So, to wrap up, what is your one thing that you want to accomplish by the end of the year? What is your mindset towards that thing? Do you think it's going to be easy? Do you think it's going to be hard? Or is it kind of somewhere in between? Are you committed to taking action every single day? And again, that one action might be just a mindset shift on how you think about something. That sometimes is harder, like physically harder than actually doing the physical action. And again, this is what support helps you with, whether it's a coach or an accountability buddy, whatever. Number 4, What's your 1 degree shift? What's that one action that you could take every day? Now, again, you're not going to know how you're going to be able to accomplish the entire thing right out of the gate. You're only going to know that next one step. But after you take that next step, the next one's going to appear. And then the next one's going to appear. And then the next one is going to appear. And you're going to be like, what? Oh my God. So if you haven't already listened to episode number 56, listen to it. It talks about outward action versus inward action. And if you haven't listened to the episodes about the effortless way, part 1 and 2, listen to those as well. I give you a ladder exercise that you can try. And that helps you to see, it truly illustrates how effortless bringing new things into your life can be. And again, book your complimentary 1 degree shift life assessment. I have 10 questions to ask you. I think I mistakenly said 9 questions in a previous podcast. It is 10 questions. And it takes 4 minutes for you to answer these questions. So powerful, so concise. I'll be able to help you pinpoint exactly the 1 degree shift that you can take where you're going to see the biggest shift and the biggest momentum change in your life. Because I want you to thrive. I want you to be so happy that people stop you and say, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you so happy? I want some of what you have. And trust me, when you get those people asking you that, you're going to be like, oh, damn. Like Flora said, people would stop and ask me why I'm so happy. And it literally just happened. What? This is so freaking cool. So I love you. I hope this serves you today. And I'm so looking forward to connecting with you during our 1 degree life assessment call. All right. I love you. I'll see you in the next podcast. Thank you for listening to today's podcast episode. All links mentioned are in today's show notes.